Dr. Nikitović, please.
Thank you. I will try to address the several issues that you mentioned at the beginning. I will address these issues dominantly as a demographer from that point of view. Yes, NTA is quite a good tool for improving insight about these intergenerational transfers. I wouldn't say dependencies, as Professor Basten said that today, but in the essence it is. The thing is, when we talk about Serbia and the countries in that region, their activity rates and productivity are really comparatively low to the more developed countries, at least in Europe. So there is really a lot of room for improvement in that sense, and the NTA analysis point also to that kind of conclusions. But the thing is, as you asked about the taxes, where we'll collect new taxes. The thing is, even if we look at the current state of taxes, for example, in Serbia, it's more a question of proper allocation of these funds, because if you just compare the allocation for, as I mentioned, those preschool education or investments to the older population, specifically for longer-term care, which is 0.05 when it comes to the healthcare part of the long-term care. It's, for example, in Sweden, I suppose 3% or something like that. Of course, it's not easy to compare Serbia and Sweden, but it's empirically possible. Also, if we put aside those, as you mentioned, unpaid work, which is not of women, of course, which is not couldn't be seen from the NTA itself in Serbia. It is really true, as I said, these activity rates are quite low, specifically in the older ages of the so-called working labor force, those older than 50, for example, from 50 to 65 at least. The thing is, we noticed that, of course, a lot of economists there say that there is a need for restructuring of the labor market. Of course, it's quite obsolete, and I would say economy in general in that region. So, on the other hand, if we would like to prolong working lifespans, for example, we need to pay attention to this premature mortality in Serbia. Every fourth death could be avoidable. Believe it or not, half of those deaths occurred to those younger than 58. Most of them are in the reproductive ages. So it's more a question of not only improvements in the health sector, which once was much better, even if when I was a kid, but also it's about the changes in the lifestyle, which is still are quite slow. And when you put, for example, only those two factors in one, you can make such a progress. For example, we still spend every year, believe it or not, for pronatalist measures 500 million euros with almost no effect. Just imagine what could be done with this money in this field of preventing avoidable deaths, for example. And that would be just for a moment.
Thank you very much.